Aloha and welcome everyone to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Steam Deck updates for Steam Deck OS 3.3.2. So it just came out, so make sure you update your Steam Deck, and I'm going to go over some of the updates that come with this, and it's kind of beefy. We're going to be going through it. So if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, sub to the channel if you haven't already, and ding the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all the content that I put out on this channel. So all that being said, let's dive into it. So it just came out today, October 5th, and it says, hello, we've just shipped Steam OS 3.3.2 and an updated Steam client to the stable channel. This update includes all the changes and improvements that have been undergoing testing in the beta and preview channels. So that includes docked, and we're going to talk about the docked mode. And it says added external display output resolution and refresh rate selection UI and display settings, automatically avoid problematic resolutions like 4096 by 2160 or 30 Hz modes on external displays, improve external display hot plug detection, fixed in-game control camera control issues when using a physical mouse, fixed aspect ratio and resolution not properly switching in the Steam UI after reconnecting an external monitor, fixed an issue where frames could drop on external displays at lower refresh rates. That's pretty major. That means that if you're going to be using a dock or a USB-C hub like the Anker one, then you're going to get some really good performance, and it's about time. So many of the, especially with a lot of the third-party docks that you can get off Amazon, having so many issues. Yeah, so this is going to be great. So as far as general, some of the general fixes that they made is fix the crash in Red Dead Redemption 2, improve frame pacing when compositing, such as when FSR is enabled, improve touch and detouch detection speeds, improve USB descriptors to support controller navigation EFI menu at boot, fix controller firmware update applying on every boot, fix a scenario where an SD card format operation could fail, fix an issue where small touches would be ignored on edges of some trackpads, fix unsolicited random haptic events, and fix boot tone volume to be equalized across models. As far as the Steam client, updates are performance improvements when rendering the home screen. Chat text box are now autofocus when opening the chat tab, fix some cases where Cloud Sync would be attempted while offline, and fix issues with startup haptics. Now, I've run into a lot of issues with startup haptics, so it's glad that they fixed that. So diving further into docked mode, it says added a toggle allowing Steam Deck to automatically control the display resolution for external displays when toggled on. Steam Deck will automatically adjust the resolution for best performance on higher resolution displays. Steam Deck now keeps track of refresh rate and FPS limit settings independently for internal and external displays. Disable refresh rate switching via the quick access menu for external displays by default. Alternative refresh rates are still accessible via the resolution dropdown in settings under display. Added a toggle to developer settings to re-enable refresh rate switching in the quick access menu for external displays. And does it please note that the Steam Deck's built-in display was validated to support the full range of refresh rates available in the slider. But for arbitrary external displays, we can't provide a guarantee that the resolution plus refresh rate combination will be functional. This can lead to a scenario where the external display doesn't display an image, so there isn't an easy way to undo the change. Here be dragons. We don't recommend turning this setting on. Steam input. So it says controller configurations now automatically switch to be per device when multiple of the same controller are connected at once. Thank you. Virtual menu previews in the configurator now highlight the appropriate button when navigating to its associated command in the command list. Reduce occurrence of double activations on soft press on touchpads and sticks. Fix scaling of the virtual hotbar menu preview in the configurator. Fix an issue where disabled would be listed multiple times, the drop-down options for modes. Fixes an issue when booting into offline mode in desktop will result in unresponsive controller inputs until the stay offline dialog was clicked. I ran into that a lot. Fix an issue with setting command settings inside a mode shift. Fix a bug where switching the active controller into the configurator could lose unsaved changes. Also fix the crash with editing the mode settings for an input, for example, joysticks. Fix a crash where setting a trigger input to disable in an action set layer. Fixed a crash when loading some Steam input configurations. And as for Steam input, Flickstick. Reduce update rate from 204 Hz to 120 Hz to reduce instances of maxed out mouse movement between game frames. Added a slap back check so that the stick does not accidentally invoke an opposite side turn when snapping home aggressively. So basically, it means like when it snaps back to itself. Any remaining snap angle is dull as the stick returns to 0. This further reduces mouse movement spikes. Tweaked inner radius default to be lower. Fixed dampening value not being used with the current ranges. And then also, which is something a lot of you have asked me, it's like, oh, how come you haven't done like, custom boot video tutorials? And well, that's kind of why. So they address that. Custom boot videos. Steam Deck will now look for a custom boot video and or a suspended animation in /steam/root/configuration/UI override /movies. Please know that you will need to create this folder first. So, highlight that and then, create the folder. And it says you'll need WebM file format. No need to truncate the video. No need to mess with CSS. Play custom boot animations in full screen. So yeah, there you have it. That's a beefy update. So make sure you definitely go and update your Steam Deck. I'm really happy that they fixed a lot of the issues with the docked mode. And I think really this is leading towards us getting closer and closer to being able to purchase the official dock from Valve. So definitely be on the lookout for any announcements for that. And of course, you guys know I'm going to cover it. And beyond that, yeah, just go update your Steam Deck. So one other thing I want to talk about before we leave is I got something I'm going to be doing an upcoming review on. Steal your heart. Take your heart. Yes. Persona 5 the Royal for Steam Deck. I'm going to be reviewing this. So all that being said, I catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, be blessed, update your Steam Decks, and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Ding notification bell. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.